Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Kurt Visnick. I got my partner in crime here, Andrea McKinney, up in beautiful. I'm in Fargo. She's up in Michigan. Don't you just love this technology where we can be across the country and do videos together?
Absolutely. I did a Zoom the other night and talked with 5 different people at the same time. It was great.
That's a wonderful way of being able to share information. So earlier this year, we started back in November talking about weight loss, didn't we?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. It was about 8 weeks ago now. It was right after I got back from London. Mm-hmm. And I thought, what a great time to start sharing information, really, because at that time, I realized that if you wait until Thanksgiving, you're not going to get started. And if you wait till after the new year,
yeah,
right, then chances are you're going to be failing. Right now, they say that statistically, 80% of people are already thinking about quitting their New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
80%.
Yeah.
And by the third week, they've quit. The third week in January.
Yeah. You have to get self-motivated and put up pictures of people you want to look like and pictures of the beach and anything.
Well, I think you got to be realistic too. I look at myself in the mirror, I jump on the scale and I go, yeah, sure, I'd love to be 50 pounds down by the end of the year, but is that really realistic?
I think so.
I'm going to say that you could do it, but if you lose weight really fast, chances are you're not going to learn how to have a good lifestyle and you're going to put it back on because, the weight didn't come on over the course of 1 year.
That's true.
I developed some bad habits, eating habits. And then with my motorcycle accident that was 13 years ago, my metabolism has gone down. I'm not going to fix those things in 1 year. So we got to be realistic to people. I mean, yeah, you might lose the weight, but are you going to keep it off? I'm going to say not. Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you fell asleep.
No, I just got up a little while ago.
Did you? Slept in today, huh?
Yep.
Well, Andrea, earlier this year now, you and I started talking about weight loss 8 weeks ago, and Sisel announced their new SiselFit promo pack, which is what I have on the screen right now.
Well, cool, because all those people who decided to kind of quit already might get re-inspired. That's exactly it.
And so when you look at the packs that Sisel put together, they also have a SiselFit Wealth Builder pack. Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, they just announced that last Friday night.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I thought what we do today is we go through some of these products and really describe why they're included in the SiselFit pack, and then I think we'll talk about some of the other products that are included in the SiselFit Wealth Builder pack as well.
Okay, why don't we start with Super Detox?
Well, I think that's a great product to start with because it really is one of the first products that you want to get on when you start a weight loss program. Do you know why?
Well, we've talked about it before. When you have toxins all clogging up your intestines, you don't transfer nutrients correctly.
That's right. Inside of your gut, if you could take a photo of inside of your intestine, it's not just like a smooth pipe, like plumbing in your house. It's not just a pipe that runs through you. It's actually filled with all these little folds and crevices and all that. And then they got these little finger-like things like coral, that are sticking in there. These little finger things are called villi. And so it increases the surface area rather than having a smooth pipe running through. It's got all of these little villi. And what Andrea is talking about is that stuff gets plugged in there, and it's called plaquing, mucoidal plaque.
Just like on your teeth, it's plaque.
Same idea, and it's building up on the inside, and it hardens. And what it does is it plugs the little pores where the nutrients are absorbed into your system.
Yep. So what does Supra Detox do?
Well, before I tell you what Super Detox does, I just wanted to ask you, and I know you know the answer to this. How much plaque, mucoidal plaque, did John Wayne have when they did his autopsy?
Well, they say, I think 50 pounds.
I just heard the other day, 65 pounds.
That's crazy.
65 pounds of mucoidal plaque. And so the guy he probably wasn't absorbing any nutrients at all. He might have been well, I don't know. I would say maybe he'd still be living, because wasn't he in his 70s?
Yeah, I don't know if he'd still be living now.
Yeah.
Maybe if he started today, would live longer. Yeah,
and then you look at Elvis. How many pounds of plaque did Elvis have?
I don't know.
I think he had 50 pounds, like you said.
Wow.
Yeah. So this mucoidal plaque can really cause problems, and it's not just some little thing where it's cosmetic. I mean, it's real, and it causes some major problems. And so the Sisel Super Detox product, what it does, it's got ingredients that melt the plaque. Think of it like when you spray oven cleaner in your oven, it melts that plaquing on the inside of your oven, all that grit and grime. And this does the same thing in your gut, and it melts it away, and then it's just flushed out of the system.
That's cool. So
Yeah.
How often do you use this product?
Well, we had Tom on a call not that long ago where he shared information on it, and he said that you should be doing this, every few months. You should do a really good detox with the Super Detox, and he said that you actually could, if you wanted to, you could be doing it more often than that, and you could actually take like a small dose, like you could take 1 or 2 capsules a day every single day once you've done the major detox.
That's cool. It's kind of like the age pill, fighting off glycation.
That's right. Yeah, and we'll talk about the age pill later on here. And so then the second product that I think we should just jump right to is the Balance D.
That's on.
Balance D. And a lot of people, I think they make the mistake of thinking that the D stands for vitamin D.
Right. Yep. In the beginning, I did.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. They think, oh, it's a vitamin D. And then they look at the ingredient list and they say, well, there's not much vitamin D in it. And so they don't take the product because they were looking for a vitamin D product, and this doesn't fit their bill. But really, folks, the D stands for digestion. So it's a balanced digestive system is what it stands for. And the other night I was listening to Tom talk about this, and he was saying that when you look at the product, we've got 650 billion colonies of the right probiotics to help rebuild the gut in this product.
650 billion.
650 billion compared to a lot of products out there that have 20 to 25 million colonies.
And isn't it like a variety of probiotics and prebiotics too?
Yep, it's a variety of the right probiotics, because back in the day, I remember, there was just 2 or 3 strains of healthy, friendly bacteria that were on the market for rebuilding the gut. Mm-hmm. And everybody thought, well, I'll just eat yogurt.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
right?
In the first place, yogurt's full of sugar. Sugar feeds all kinds of things in your body you don't want to feed.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's the wrong form of bacteria.
Right.
It's great for converting milk into yogurt, but it's not so great for rebuilding your gut.
That's true.
And so when we look at the Balance D product, Tom's really put a lot of thought into it. He's got, like you said, the prebiotics, and tell people what prebiotics really are.
Prebiotics are substances that help propagate the probiotics, make them grow.
Yep. It's the food, it's the nutrition for the friendly bacteria, because we all know that the bad bacteria, they like to live on sugar.
Yes. That's why you don't want to eat yogurt.
and so they like to live on sugar, and so when you're getting all this overgrowth of the bad bacteria, if you eat a lot of sugary foods, processed foods, sodas, things like that, you're just feeding that bad bacteria. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, they say, well, Doc, why do I have these bad bacteria growing in me in the first place?
Because you've killed off your good bacteria.
Yeah.
The bad bacteria have taken over. It's a war in there.
Yep. If you've ever been on an antibiotic, Andrea, if you've taken, which we all have, most people have been on an antibiotic just for even a small time in their life, it kills off the friendly bacteria, just like it kills off the bad bacteria. It kills off the friendly bacteria. It's not specific for bad bacteria. And what ends up happening is the microbiome of your digestive system doesn't regrow the friendly bacteria. And so if you've been on antibiotics and you've never taken a probiotic, you've never rebuilt your gut lining. So you could go the rest of your life with a microbiome that's out of balance.
Right. And, we've talked several times in the last year and a half about how important the gut biome is to hormones and emotions. And it's really just all tied right in with the brain as a control center for the body.
That's right. And so these are the first two products. You notice that they put them right up front. They're the first two products that you want to be on for a good weight loss program, because it's actually going to create an environment that's good for weight loss, because now your body can digest food properly. It can absorb nutrients properly through the microvilli in your gut. So the next product we want to talk about, let's run right over and talk about Siseline. And you'll notice that they have a SiselFit pack with the vanilla and a SiselFit pack with the chocolate. Yeah. And so tell us a little bit about the type of protein that we use here.
Well, it's not been denatured, so it's not unnatural, as we discussed a couple weeks ago.
Now, what is denaturing? How do they denature protein?
They do it with heat, so it destroys the substance. It's kind of like putting food in the microwave. You're changing it to become something that it wasn't designed to be in your body.
Yep, it changes the chemical bonds in the protein, in the amino acids, so your body doesn't recognize it as food.
Yep, and that chocolate is yummy.
Yep, so what we've done with ours, with Siseline, is we're using a process that basically, think of it like this: we're air drying the amino acids versus drying them with heat. We're taking and we're filtering them out, so we're getting the specific amino acids and proteins that our body needs. So the difference is that when you look at our packaging and you read the label, you go, holy cow! I mean, I can buy at the nutrition store, I can buy one that's got 2 times as much protein as what the Siseline has.
Yeah, but it's, what kind of protein is it?
That's right. If your body can't absorb the protein, then what good is it? Right? If it's denatured, like most proteins out there, or they use soy. If they use soy protein, I mean, that's not even safe. They're showing that soy protein isn't even safe anymore. But if they're using denatured protein, yeah, you're going to lose weight, but you're going to lose lean muscle at the same time. Where with our product, with the Sisel Lean, you're actually going to build lean muscle at the same time.
That's awesome.
It's a great product. And like Andrea pointed out, I mean, how does the chocolate taste?
Yummy. And I'm a chocoholic.
I love it. I mean, at night, if I get hungry for, if I get a craving for, you know, ice cream or anything like that, what I'll do is I'll go make myself a SiselFit shake. I'll throw it in the blender with some ice, and it tastes like a chocolate malt.
Yeah, I did that last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
And you put it in your chocolate, in your coffee too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Just like not a full scoop or anything, like maybe a fourth or a third of scoop. And then, you know, I'm always making my coffee in these big cups. So my coffee is like up to here. So it's about 16 ounces. And I just blend it in. I have a hand blender, and I just blend it in, froth it all up, and drink her down. There you go. Well, another great product, you know, and it tastes good. And I think that's key, because a lot of times people, they don't like to do those meal replacements, because most of them just really don't taste good. They taste medicine-y. And this one really tastes chocolatey, and the vanilla is great. I made protein pancakes yesterday, and I'll throw in a scoop of the vanilla Sizzling in with my pancake mix along, and then I buy the Kodiak brand, which is already a high protein, and then I throw in the vanilla sizzling to bump that protein level up even more. That's cool. That's a great idea. Yeah. Yeah. You could do it with waffles and pancakes and biscuits and all kinds of things. There you go. So the next product on the list is the Fire and Ice Tea. And I think a lot of people, they say, well, I don't like iced tea. I don't like tea. It's really not tea, is it? No, it's like a mango flavored drink. It's a mango flavored drink. Yeah. If you're thinking, oh, you're going to get yourself a glass of iced tea. No, it's not that. It's a mango flavored thermogenic drink. And thermogenesis, what that means is basically, here it is. It's wintertime in North Dakota, and I wanna keep my house warm. If I leave and I turn my heat down and then I come back, I want to crank that heat up, and I want to warm the house up really fast. I throw more wood on the fire. Right. And that's what thermogenesis is you're throwing more wood on the fire in your body. You're increasing the heat, and fat has 9 calories per gram, where sugars have 4 calories per gram. And so what you want to do is you want to melt that fat and use it as energy. And that's what thermogenesis is. Yeah, and there's a really excellent video on YouTube about Fire and Ice Tea from Dr. Allen that if anybody's interested in pumping up their thermo in their body, they should probably go watch that. Yeah, and then the other thing that Fire and Ice Tea has is it has ingredients that work with the insulin receptors in your body. And we talk a lot when you go on weight loss, you hear people saying that they have, pre-diabetes or they're pre-diabetic. Maybe they have, hypoglycemia, and you hear them talking different things like that regarding A1C and all of these different things. And so we've put into our product, we've got ingredients in there that support the insulin receptors and make the insulin receptors that much more active. And what that does is it allows the body to be able to absorb the nutrients and to use them as energy. Yeah, that's great. Because if you're having problems, if you got dysglycemia, what ends up happening is your body, your liver converts all of that sugar, all of those carbohydrates into fat. Ooh, we don't want that. Yeah. So this Fire and Ice product, it's thermogenic, and it'll help you burn that fat, especially the fat that's stored long-term fat.
because you have fat that's just stored for short periods of time. Your body said, hey, we might need this tomorrow. And then you have the other stuff that it packs away in the suitcases and puts it way back in the backside of the closet. And that brown fat that's stored way back in the closet, these thermogenic properties that we have with the fire and iced tea, it helps actually burn those. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So then we move on to the Sizzle Rip product, and the Sizzle Rip product is really, it was a new product a couple of years ago. It's based on some science that was supported by the National Institutes of Aging and the National Institutes of Health. And what they discovered was that if you have a certain blend and you have the right balance of these branched chain amino acids, and amino acids are the building blocks for proteins, but if you have it put together in a certain formula, in a certain balance, it significantly influences the muscle building of the body.
Yeah, and they didn't just throw a few amino acids together. They actually went through a process of, I think, over 200 blends of amino acid to perfect this.
That's right. And almost 25 million in study behind the ingredients in this product.
Yep, it's a good one.
Pretty amazing. And Andrea, a lot of people, they'll say, well, what if I don't work out? Can I still take it? Like maybe I only work out 3 times a week. Should I still take it on the off days?
Yeah, they say it's going to help you even if you have a very sedentary lifestyle.
That's right. Some of the science on it was really developed by the National Institutes of Aging. They were looking for a way of helping senior citizens because they found that as you get older, your body just it goes through a cycle. We all go through these different cycles as we're aging. But one of the cycles that we go through is the body starts to say, well, we're old now. We don't need all that muscle mass. And so it starts kind of tearing the muscle mass down rather than building it. And that triggers the brain to go through more or less the phases of forming dementia. And so they also found that when you have this specific blend of branched chain amino acids, you can help slow that down.
That's excellent. I'm really excited about the Sizzle Rip product because just in layman terms, my terms not being a doctor, to me, it's like, it's amino acids. We need amino acids to repair muscle. People who do weightlifting go out and, rip their muscles, create little tears in their muscles so their body will go in and build the muscle back up, and increase the muscle, and when you're taking this, it's kind of like that. You're instantly supplying the amino acids your body needs to build muscle.
That's right.
Instantly. It's amazing.
Instantly, yeah. And you can use it both pre and post workout. And the other studies on it show that it speeds up the recovery time. So if you're going down and lifting weights, which is what they're telling you now that you need to do as you get older, versus, they used to just say, older people needed to do a little bit of cardio. Now they're saying that they know that older people need to be doing a certain amount of weightlifting. And so this will help rebuild those muscles. And it'll help when if you're a bodybuilder, it'll help that recovery time. So what a great product to add, So when we look at the SiselFit pack, these are the 5 products that are included in the promo pack. But when we look at the introductory, let's call it the introductory pack, the pack that's used with the pack that's used with the Wealth Builder pack. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was having a little bit of a brain fog there for a second. And they also include a couple other products.
What are they?
So they've included the age pill. And so I know that a lot of people are going, well, why would they have the age pill in a weight loss pack? Well, if you've listened to Tom, if you listen to Andrea and I in this talk, if you've listened to, a lot of other people talking, the age pill is a product that was designed. Tom put a lot of thought into this product. And think of it like putting a high performance engine in your car.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting a high performance engine, and it's going to burn fuel more efficiently. It's going to make it so that your body can produce more energy. And wouldn't you say that a lot of people that are having problems with weight loss, their metabolism is slowed down?
Yeah, they have a lack of energy.
Right? And so what the age pill has in it, it stands for anti-glycation extreme. And what the age pill has in it, it has ingredients that have been designed to help remove this glycation. And what glycation is, it's like a sugar coating on the proteins of your cells. That's what glycation stands for. And when you go to your doctor and they measure A1C, the HbA1c, what they're doing is they're measuring the amount of this glycated end product that has been left in your body. That's what the HbA1c test measures. And so these glycated end products, it's the result of your body burning sugar as energy, and it sugar coats your cells. And when you sugar coat the cells, it blocks the body from being able to work efficiently. So Tom uses some ingredients in the product that helps your body, so it helps burn off this glycation. Then he's got another couple of ingredients that help to remove the lipofuscin. And what the lipofuscin is, it's a type of a fat that builds up like sludge in the bottom of your engine. And for some of you guys that are familiar with engine overhauling and things like that, if you've ever taken an old engine and you drain the oil out of it, it's kind of gunky. It's kind of got a sludge to it. And that's similar to what lipofuscin is in your body. And so with the age pill, we remove the glycated end products, which is from the sugar metabolism. We remove this lipofuscin, which is the sludge down in the bottom of the oil pan, in the bottom of your cells. And that allows the other ingredients to work. And Tom has figured out 5 different ways that you can actually increase the amount of NAD formulation in the body. And so he's following these 5 different pathways, where if you look at a lot of the other products that are out in the market that use, NR or the NMN, nicotinamide riboside, nicotinamide mononucleotide, NAD enhancers, things like that, most of them, they'll have one ingredient. And they go after one pathway, but Tom's figured out how to go after 5 different pathways so that we can have a really efficient, Formula One racing engine in our body versus just saying, hey, we're going to put a Porsche engine in there. No, we're going to take and put a Formula One race car engine in the body. And it's so important because as you build this NAD, the idea is you want to have the NAD plus, and the plus is the hydrogen. Mm-hmm. And the hydrogen is that energy for the body. And what happens is that the stem cells over time, they build up all of this gunk and all of this cellular sludge, and they just don't work as efficiently. And so what ends up happening is that your body can't repair the stem cells. And so we want to take and think of it like this, Andrea. Like Tom says, think of it like a relay race. I'm sure you've run in a relay race, like I have. Not in the last couple of years, I haven't. But when you were a child, you did, and you run and you pass the baton on to the next person, and they run and pass it on. Well, that's what's happening with hydrogen. Hydrogen is the energy for the cells, but what happens is that it doesn't get passed on efficiently because of all this cellular sludge and all of that. So the end result is that all of our cells in our body are interconnected. There's 3 different pathways that they're connected. And so we're passing off this hydrogen. from the NAD plus, and then that passes it off to the mitochondria. Mitochondria are like the nuclear power plants of our body, and that converts the NAD plus, the hydrogen, into ATP, and then ATP, of course, returns it back as biological hydrogen, pure hydrogen, and that's what our body uses as energy.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so kind of a quick shortened version of what's going on. And so when you buy the Wealth Builder pack, and you can only buy this one time when you first join, you get a huge discount on the products. And so you see what's in the SiselFit pack, but now add the age pill into there. And then another product that's included in the whole Wealth Builder pack is another product that's works with hydrogen as well. And you're familiar with that, aren't you, Andrea?
Yeah, the H2.
The H2 sticks, yeah.
Yes, I just did a video about that.
Yeah, talk a little bit about the H2 stick, how our body uses hydrogen.
Well, what the H2 stick is a sachet of minerals that you dump into water, and it separates hydrogen from oxygen. Water is H2O, right? Hydrogen and oxygen. Separates it, and it makes free hydrogen and free oxygen. So when you drink that in within just minutes, it can actually permeate all through your body, even crossing the blood-brain barrier, even going into the nuclei of cells, and it removes free radicals, some of the worst free radicals from your body. So it's great for inflammation, arthritis, because that's caused from inflammation. It's great for, and this is research proven information, like they've gone out and done research on this, and they've discovered that it helps with Parkinson's, dementia, traumatic brain injury, eyesight, ear sight, lungs, COPD. The list just goes on and on, because it's really, hydrogen is the element of life. And you just discussed that. It's the element of our energy. So as it goes in the body and it's removing these toxins, it's causing the systems of the body to actually repair themselves.
That's right. Well, and some of the important things that we want to know too, because some people say, oh, yeah, I'm already using these capsules. I'm already using these tablets. I've already got a water machine, things like that.
Right.
And, when you're looking at the machines, let's talk about that first. The problem with the machine is that they really do work, but they produce such low levels of hydrogen in the water that it's good. Don't get me wrong. I've got a machine myself. I use it all the time, but you're not getting a lot of hydrogen with it. And so with the H2 sticks, we're able to generate a lot more hydrogen than what you're going to get out of the machine. Then, when you look at these other products that are on the market, and I'm not going to name any names because I don't want anybody to, come after me and that, but a lot of the other products on the market, they're using the wrong form of magnesium in their product, because what happens is magnesium reacts violently with water, and that's what creates the production of the hydrogen. That's what splits the hydrogen and oxygen. And so we're using elemental magnesium that actually will break up the hydrogen and oxygen really quickly. It's a fast release. But the other thing is that when you pull magnesium out of the ground and you're using the magnesium that most of the other companies are having, their product actually has lead in it. Were you aware of that, Andrea?
Well, a lot of water that comes out of the ground has arsenic and lead in it.
But yeah, this magnesium they're using, that's why, like, if you look at in California, if you look at the other, like the capsules that are on the market, the tablets that are on the market that work similarly to our H2 sticks, they have to put on their label that Proposition 65 that they actually contain lead, because they do.
Yeah.
And our product is not only fast release, but it doesn't have any lead. So that's important to talk about with that. And so when we're looking at our product, you start talking about that. I think another product that we really need to include in the whole mix of everything is the For Restore.
Yeah, that's a great product.
Because the For Restore has the nitric oxide, and nitric oxide helps to support healthy muscle tissue growth.
That's a great idea.
So it's another great product to add to the regimen. It's great for muscle building, but it's also really good for support of healthy blood vessels. Nitric oxide, the studies on it, the studies on L-arginine, L-citrulline, I think it was 1998, they got the Nobel Prize for their science because they discovered that it would help with blood vessels.
Yeah, it's like the rotor-rooter.
Yep.
For your blood vessels, getting all that plaque off.
That's right. And so Tom has figured out how to make a really efficient product, one that you can really see some results with. I have a lot of people that have been taking this product when they had plugged arteries and super fantastic results.
Yeah, that's what they said. The doctor who kind of discovered that was a cardiologist, right? And he cleaned out his clientele by providing them with those substances, getting rid of all the plaque in their arteries.
Right. And so some great studies on that. If you want to go look up 1998 Nobel Prize that was done on those studies, if you want to look up, that's really, really good too. So, Andrea, I mean, here we are. We were pretty close to sticking to a half hour today.
How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at your clock in the background there. I think your clock is.
It works.
Your clock is fast.
It works twice a day.
It's not right. Your clock isn't right.
He said it works twice a day.
Twice a day, yeah. You should fix that. Anyhow, I'm going to let you close out the call here. Thanks everybody for being here. Have a wonderful day, and let's make 2020 the year that you hit your weight loss goals and keep them up. Over to you, Andrea.
Yeah, and optimize your health. It's all about living strong and living long. So thank you, Doc, for sharing another Tuesday afternoon of great information with us. And if you're seeing this video and a friend shared it on their social media, or you got it sent to you, get back with that friend and they can help you discover how you can get your hands on some of these great products that we talked about today. Have a great Tuesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.